Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So, look like my stream is slow. You feel me? I done caught up now. Snacks on Sports, man. Nigga back with another motherfucking episode. You know what I'm talking about? While I eat my McDonald's breakfast. No burgers, just breakfast. Y'all might say even the breakfast is bad for me, but I like McDonald's breakfast. Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. You know what I'm talking about? With the coffee. Just dropped the little one off at school. You know what I'm talking about? Man. So, the boy is back. You know what I'm saying? The boy, Tom Brizzle, he's back. Gotta give him thanks. The boy Tom Brady back. And this ain't gonna be no long video, but I just want to say a few things. First off, I am surprised, but I'm not shocked. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised but not shocked because all the talk over him coming back and playing for the Niners because he's from here in the Bay Area and all that, I never bought into that. You know what I'm saying? I never fully believed it. Now, if that would have happened, I would have been shocked. But that was my whole thing. I'm thinking like, you know, they talking about if he come back, he gonna come back and play for the Niners and this and that. I'm like, man, he ain't coming back to play for no Niners. He ain't coming back at all. And I was thinking if he, you know, possibly if he do come back, he can't just go where he want to go. He's still under contract for a year. You know what I'm saying? So if he do come back, he gonna play for the Bucks probably. But I didn't think he was coming back. I would have been shocked, like I said, if he would have came back and somehow got his way to the Niners. Shocked and happy at the same time because Tom Brady my favorite player. Everybody know that. You feel me? The hometown kid, Bay Area, from the peninsula, just like your boy, San Mateo. I'm from East Palo Alto, but San Mateo right up the highway. You know what I mean? It's just right, basically right up the street. You feel me? But man, that would have been dope for him to do that, but I ain't never believed that was gonna happen. But the fact that he's not done playing and he's gonna come back and play another year, not shocked but surprised. You know what I'm saying? And even as I say that, I could even make an argument why it's not really surprising, because when you really think about it, you know what I mean? After the fact, now that we know he's back, he always said he wanted to play till he was 45. You know what I'm saying? So that would give it one more year. You know what I mean? That would give him one more. You know, he always said he wanted to play till 45. And in his retirement posts on Instagram and Twitter and all that, he never really used the word retirement or retiring. You know what I'm saying? So and then so he's always leaving himself. So he's leaving himself a little wiggle room there. You know what I'm saying? If you know, now that we know what had happened in hindsight, looking back on it, he left himself a little wiggle room. And then, you know, on top of that, he never sent in the retirement papers. Now, that's not nothing that's totally out of the ordinary. A lot of players, you know, retire and they may not send in the retirement papers right away. You know what I'm saying? It may be a couple months or whatever. So that part of it ain't really a big deal, but it's still just another little tidbit in the whole grand scheme of things as to why it actually isn't surprising. It actually isn't even surprising, even, you know what I'm saying, that he actually is coming back. And I know we saying he's coming back and, you know what I'm saying, welcome back and all that, but he ain't really coming back. He never really left. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the middle of March, bro. Today is what, March 14th? So, nothing has happened yet. Like, it hasn't been enough time to go by for him to really feel like he's truly retired. Or maybe not that he feel like he's truly retired, but basically, let's say he never initially retired, right? Let's say he never initially retired, and we're at the same point at March 14th. Nothing is different. You know what I'm saying? So he was still been doing like the, you know, it's at the point of the off season to where, yes, he quote unquote retired, but it still hasn't gotten to the point of the off season, you know, where he's missing out on something, you know, pertaining to football because he's retired. Like, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. So, it hasn't gotten to that point, you know. So, of course, we're going to say he's back. And I'm going to say he's back and all that. But I just was saying that just to say, you know, he ain't really back because he ain't really never left yet. If he was to stay retired and we got to about August, then he would start to feel some difference. But ain't no difference yet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no difference right now than any other offseason for him. Like I said, that wouldn't come until like August, September, where he ain't ramping up, getting ready to play, to where he'd be like, damn. So, yeah, man. And another thing about it too is, you know, it's this whole thought of you know, his wife Giselle, the supermodel, you know, gave him an ultimatum, and that's why, you know, and that's why he retired. And or even if not an ultimatum, maybe like even if it's something she was worried about. Hey, I'm worried about your health, concussions. You know, you're getting older. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. And it was the whole thought of like, she was kind of like, you know, she was like she made this decision for him, like told him like it's time for you to retire and this and that, and he wants to come home to the family, or the family wants him home at home more in this time and all. Like, look, bro, I never subscribed to that thought of like his wife is giving him an ultimatum or something. Now, this is what I mean by that. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, obviously that's his wife. So yeah, they're talking about this, you know what I'm saying? She's giving her input. She's letting it be known how she feels about it. Of course she wants him at home. You know what I'm saying? This man don't got nothing else to prove. He has absolutely nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. She knows that. You know what I'm saying? So of course she wants him, to stop playing football. There's always the possibility of a significant injury, you know what I mean, or some shit. You can get hurt and all that. So, of course you want some home. But my thing is when people, all over, sports talk radio and sports media are talking about how his wife had so much input in it. Yes, I agree that she has input. But a decision like that, bro, it's ultimately up to him. Like that, like that's my point. Like when you have a passion for something, bro, when you have a burning passion for something and you're still able to, now I'm speaking from the perspective of somebody that knows, about having a passion. Okay, so I'm a musician. Now, fortunate enough for me, there's no physical limits. There's no physical limitations in making music. I can make music for the rest of my life, as long as I don't have any barring anything catastrophic happening, like I happen to lose my speech or fucking lose my fucking arms and I can't make beats no more, so whatever, just outside of something like that, there's nothing where it's like, all right, I'm gonna become an old man and I won't be able to do this no more. Nah, you can make music for the rest of your life. Now with Brady, he can't play football forever. He understands that he's at the end. He knows the end is here, the end is near. So this is a thing to where it's like, I know I'm not going to be able to play forever. So, I mean, if I'm able to still play at an extremely high level, at an MVP level, which he played last year, it don't matter how old I am. If I'm still able to play and I still feel like I have more to give to the game and I want to continue to I love the game so much, I want to continue to play and just squeeze out all of the, like, you got to get it all out. And when you playing sports, you know what I'm saying? I played sports growing up, but obviously I ain't never made it to professional sports, but hearing from how these motherfuckers talk, like, you gotta, once you done, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you done, you done. So, and you don't want to be, 10 years down the line when you really can't play no more, be like, man, I could have got out another year or two, man. I really could have squeezed out another year or two. I should have did that and be thinking about that. Even though he ain't got nothing else to prove. Still, fuck it. It don't matter if I ain't got nothing else to prove. I still love this game. I still love to play. And I still want to play. So yes, my point is, when bringing it back to Giselle, that's my wife. I'm going to hear out her considerations and her feelings and what she thinks about it. But ultimately, if this is something I want to do, that's what I'm gonna do. And then there's nothing that his wife can say to change that. That's my point in saying, yeah, he gonna hear her out. Yeah, he gonna consider it, and you know what I mean, and all that stuff. And he knows that he's at the end as well, but he knows he ain't at the very end. You know what I'm saying? He may got one or two. Me personally, I think this is his last year. You know what I mean? I also don't think he's gonna announce that it's gonna be his last year. I don't think he want no swan song kind of kind of final year and all that. You know what I mean? Because he's still playing. He's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. As long as he playing and he ain't showed no drop off to me, I still think he the best quarterback in the league. Hey, it's up for debate. If a motherfucker want to take Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes, we got the up and comers now. Now they ain't up and comers no more. They full fledged here with Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and all that, and even more Lamar Jackson, whatever. But to me, whoever you want to pick, you know what I'm saying? To me, it ain't never changed in all these years. I'm taking Brady over any quarterback in the league, you know what I'm saying, until he showed me otherwise, which he haven't. Age ain't slowing this nigga down. He's showing exactly what the fuck Aaliyah said. Rest in peace. Age ain't nothing but a motherfucking number, bitch. So that's my whole point about that, is that when you got a passion for something, I'm gonna hear out my family. I'm gonna hear, I'm gonna listen to all that, bro. But ultimately, it's gonna come down to me, brother. Like, my wife ain't gonna be able to give me an ultimatum, and for my kids, nobody. You ain't gonna be able to force me into something that I ultimately don't want to do. Because then I might not be happy. And you might not want that. A non-happy motherfucker around. Because I'm trying to capitulate to your feelings and all that shit versus ultimately doing what I feel I really want to do. Now, kids, your kids might be able to entice you even more than your spouse. You know what I mean? Because it's something about kids, man. Your kids just got, because, a husband loves his wife and a wife loves his husband. I'm just speaking from a man's point of view. It's something about your kids. It's a different string that they got on your heart. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, I always tell my kids, like, this is something y'all don't understand, and y'all won't understand till y'all get older and have kids. But I know y'all love your parents, y'all love me, but you will never love me as much as I love you. It's almost impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost impossible because you're my child. So, I say that to say, the kids may, ultimately, if his kids was just on like, man, nah, dad, we want you to, you know what I mean? Nah, I mean, you may have to listen to that a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, they ain't like that. And this is another thing, like, when it comes to the wife, like, okay, so now I'm gonna get a little, and we all know, marriage ain't about ego. It's about taking your ego, all that out of it. It's about compromising, all of those things, you know what I'm saying? But I'm finna get a little egotistical with it, right? Now, bitch, I'm not calling his wife a bitch. I'm just saying, that's how I talk. Bitch, playing football, this is how you know me. Football is what, so you mean to tell me I'm going to listen to another human being, regardless of if they my wife, I'm going to listen to another human being tell me and make me stop doing something that got me to where I'm at? Like, this game of football has done for me. It has gotten me to without football, you wouldn't know me. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that, I'm not saying that because he's a man playing football. You know what I mean? Football, at the end of the day, football's a part of his life. You know what I mean? Now, hey, some people say, no, football is his life. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand that. But I'm just saying it to say, like, this game of football has taken me to the highest of heights in the game. And it's what got you, wife, to looking at me and to notice me. Okay? And so I'm supposed to listen to you and tell me to stop playing or cut my career short before. Now people say cut his career short. I mean the nigga come back for a 23rd year, but still, he could have won the MVP last year. He was an MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so yeah, he's played a long time, and he's 44 years old, but he's still playing at a high level. He's still one of the best in the game. You know what I mean? I got him number one, but I would say, you know, most people would probably still have him top 2 or 3 quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying? At 44. So that's all I'm saying. Like, that just don't sound. That's not the way a person like Tom Brady or Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, you know, that's not the way they wired, bro. Kobe Bryant walked away from the game because he was ready to walk away. It had nothing to do with his wife. It had nothing to do with the kid. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Okay? Now, obviously, his injuries caught up with him his last 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? In the league. So that's part of it, too. But he always said, I mean, you know, he ain't gonna play to where he a total shell of himself. Yes, the last 2 or 3 years of Kobe Bryant's career, he wasn't he was still great. He just wasn't all-time great like he was the majority of his career. And not to even change the different story, but that's where I think LeBron is right now. I think LeBron is still great, but he's not all-time great. And y'all might think otherwise because of them fucking stats he putting up. Them stats don't mean shit to me. The only stat that mean anything to me that show me if he's still great is your team record, the win-loss record. Give a fuck about all them numbers, nigga. We done seen many motherfuckers put up solid numbers on bad teams. That don't mean shit. So them numbers don't, I see through all of that. That's y'all that want to look, oh, he's doing, man, please. You're losing, boy. But anyway, I'm getting off to how somehow still find a way to shit on LeBron James when I'm talking about Tom Brady. But man, I just say, yeah, so man, in closing, man, you know, that was my whole thing. That's all it was, like, because I know what it is to have a passion for something. Like, it's been time, you know, me and my wife have been together since 2006, married since 2010. Okay? So, oh shit, matter of fact, my anniversary coming up this month too, nigga. I forgot about that shit. But yeah, man, wedding anniversary coming up, 12-year wedding anniversary. But we've been married for 12 years. And it was times at the beginning, even before we was married, you know, and just while we was, you know, dating and, you know, whatever, to where, you know, it was because hey, you know me, anybody know me, I'm in that lab, boy. But yeah, y'all know how it is. It make, you know, you get them times to where there's been certain times where I was been really super busy throughout the whole week, whether it was a show this night, I'm doing a studio session for the next 2 or 3 nights. And when I say doing a studio session, I don't mean necessarily me record my shit. I'm an engineer too, so you know, you know, I'll be running a studio session for, you know what I mean, for some artists, or you know what I mean, may have to, you know, take a trip down to LA, and then I'm back to the studio to work on some shit for me, or I'm shooting a video, you know what I'm saying, a video shoots and all that. And sometimes it's like, you know, she like, man, when you gonna make, you know, I mean, you know, hey, when you gonna make time for me? And it's like, look, you know, that's just a woman being, you know, being a woman. But I always make time. But sometimes it may be a stretch, you know what I mean, where I got a whole bunch of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And you working every day, but I'm doing my type of work. You know what I'm saying, every day. And you know, it may be a stretch where, hey, for, you know, it may be like a 2-week stretch where, you know what I mean, I'm bouncing around doing a whole bunch. So I gotta, you know, find time to make that up on the back end, maybe for the next 2 weeks, once shit slow down or something like that. It all balance out. But I'm saying that to say, you know, it's been a few times where I had to, you know, let her know, like, excuse me, it is what it is. You know, you do remember, this what I was doing when you met me. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, my life ain't all caught up in being up under you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this what I do. You know what I'm saying? This what I do. So, hey, it's gonna be like this sometime. You feel me? You already knew that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, when you got a passion for something, it ain't nobody that's going. I'm saying, if you really want to do it now, it'd be, if he wanted to retire, yes, it would be yes, be out of consideration for what his wife is saying and all that, because he love her. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it'll be because that's what he wants to do as well. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a situation where Tom Brady is retiring because his wife wants him to do that, but he don't. That's not something that he wants to do. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Maybe some men, maybe, you know, would do that, but not somebody of Tom Brady's caliber. And when I say Tom Brady's caliber, I don't mean just because he's a all-time great 7-time Super Bowl winning quarterback in the NFL. I just mean from the standpoint of somebody that's super passionate and driven and egomaniacal and got a burning fire for what they do. You know what I mean? And for their craft. You know what I mean? That can be anybody. You know what I'm saying? That can be somebody that's, you know, passionate about just helping people, helping kids, or you know, you know, a doctor or a physician or something that's, you know, passionate about healing people, helping people, or you know, that can be a teacher. You know what I mean? That's passionate about. That can be, you know, a musician like myself. You know what I mean? That's somebody that's just passionate, just like about just creating. I'm a creator. You know what I mean? I like to just create something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just something from scratch. You feel me? And put shit out, put art out to the world and have people react to it, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? But especially when they react favorably, you know, to artwork, you know what I mean, that you put out, you know what I mean, as an artist. There's no better feeling in the world than that. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to get paid for it on top of that, that's just icing on the cake. That's just like, that's when you know, like God is real. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't, you know what I mean, you, along with his blessings, you've been able to manifest, you know what I mean, something that a lot of people aren't able to manifest, not because they can't do it, but because a lot of people just, they don't have the strong enough mindset to be able to put in the work that it takes to get to where they want to get to or have the type of lifestyle that they want to have. You know what I mean? Most people is just willing to just settle for whatever just because it's easy. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm gonna give you a little job. You know what I mean? Work my 9 to 5, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. We done all had them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever saying that I won't ever have to go back to working a regular 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? And when I say regular 9 to 5 job, I'm not saying I mean just like a you know, a job where I'm getting a paycheck, you know, or not a paycheck, but I'm clocking in somewhere. Right now, I don't gotta clock in to nobody's job. You feel me? It's been like that for about 5 or 6 years now. It's a grind. You know what I'm saying? It's a grind, but hey, it's a lovable grind. You know what I mean? Like the boy Mozzie say, it's a beautiful struggle. You know what I'm saying? You even feel a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? And being able to say, okay, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands and get money in just different ways. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And be able to maintain that without having to rely on it. Because, you know, when you got a job, like I said, I'm not shitting on jobs and all that. Everybody gotta have a job, you know. And that's not, so I'm not shitting on. But I'm just, I understand, and I know that most people know that if they, off hearing me say this, they know I'm not shitting on jobs. But you got some idiots out there that will take it as such. You feel me? But when you got a regular 9 to 5 job, and when I'm saying 9 to 5, I'm just using that as the base. Yeah, I know everybody don't work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, but I'm just saying, when you got a 40-hour a week job or whatever, or more, overtime, whatever, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, as long as you show up on time, clock in, and clock out when it's time for you to go, you gonna get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? What you do within that time, and while you at work, you just gotta act like you doing some shit. Most times you ain't even gotta be doing nothing. Now, you can't be doing absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna show you know what I mean, in your work. But as long as you just doing enough just to get by, just for the motherfuckers to say you doing something, that's all the fuck you gotta do. You ain't really gotta be doing a whole bunch at these motherfucking jobs, bro. You feel me? You just gotta be there on time and act like you doing some shit. You gonna get a paycheck. When you work for yourself, brother, if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? But for me, that's just the type of person I am, so I prefer it like that. You know what I'm saying? I prefer it like that because I ain't got to answer to nobody. You know what I mean? I like not being able to answer to a motherfucker and being able to work when I want to work, make my own hours, all that type of shit. You feel me? That's just, hey, but that's just me. But I'm just saying, when you got a passion for something, bro, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you fortunate enough to be able to, you know, make money off of it or make a living off of it or whatever. It's no better feeling in the world. But on top of that, there's nobody, there's no family member, no only being that can get you to stop doing what you passionate about is God. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's my thing about that, man. Tom Brady is back. I'm glad he's back. You know, I get to continue to see my favorite player play for another year. You know, and then now, see, I'm gonna cherish it even more because he actually gave us the you know, the hint that he was getting ready to walk away from the game. So now I never miss a Tom Brady game anyway, for the most part. You know, maybe some Sundays, you know, I may miss this game or miss that game because, you know, I may have something to do, you know what I mean? You know, she'll be going to church more often as well. You know what I'm saying? But but now this year I ain't missing no Tom Brady games. You got to, you know, this man is, I got to see every snap. You know what I mean? Just to take in the greatness, man, that's on the field. You know what I mean? Because the fact that I know it's coming to an end. Like I said, for me, I believe this is gonna be his last year. He always say he wanted to play till 45. You know, I'm not gonna say for sure, but that's just what that's just what I believe. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't think he gonna come out and announce it. I think he gonna announce it, after the season again. You know what I'm saying? Like he did this time, because he don't want no swan song type of, because it ain't because you never know with Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? You like players like him and Michael Jordan. Hey, they leave that wiggle room. You know what I mean? Because it's always like, well, let me see this. He might be like, hey, let me see how this year go. You know what I mean? I may win an MVP this year. If I win an MVP this year, shit, I may want to come back for another year. You know what I'm saying? And just keep going year to year, But yeah, I think this more than likely will probably be the last one. Because he always said he wanted to play till 45. This will be his age 45 year. He's gonna be 45 in August. So, I'm just looking at it like that, man. But I'm glad he back, and it shake things up. You know what I mean? Crazy thing about it is, yesterday when he made the post, you know what I mean? Because obviously I follow Tom Brady on everything, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I actually seen the post when he posted it, but I'm so used to just scrolling, you know what I mean, that I seen it and didn't really even look. It was just a Tom Brady post. I'm like, oh, my nigga Brady with a post, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really pay attention to it. I just seen the post and just kind of scrolled past it. Maybe my mind was on something else or whatever, but I see it because I remember seeing it. And then what happened was, about 5 to 10 minutes went by. About 5 minutes went by after I seen it, because I originally seen it on Instagram, and then I ended up on Twitter like 5 minutes later, and I seen Adam Schefter with a post, with a tweet that said breaking news, and it was a picture of Tom Brady, but it just said breaking news, and in his tweet, in that first initial Adam Schefter tweet, it wasn't there was no commentary like, yeah, Brady's back, or Tom Brady announced it. It just was the tweet, and I think maybe he posted like an emoji or something like that, but it wasn't no words. It was just a tweet with a picture of Tom Brady in his Buccaneers uniform, and it said breaking news. So I'm like, breaking news? What? So I click, I'm like, what breaking news? What, you know what I'm saying? What breaking news? And then I typed Tom Brady in the search bar on Twitter, and then that's where I seen it. I'm like, what? He's back. And then I seen the same photo that he posted. So then I went back. I'm like, oh shit, I just seen this 5 minutes ago, and I wasn't even tripping off of it. So it's crazy that I seen him post that Instagram post like live, basically, as he broke the news that he was coming back. Like, I seen it, looked at it, but didn't even really pay attention to it to really see that he was announcing his, because since he's been retired, he'll make a post here or there every once in a while, with his teammates, with them on the field, with a little caption or whatever, saying, hey guys, thanks for the memories, and I'll always remember you guys, and what a great run we had, and all that shit. So I thought it was just another one of those. I wasn't really, I didn't really look at it, pay attention like that, until I seen that Adam Schefter tweet, and then that made me do my research, and I said, oh shit, this nigga coming back. So the golden boy, Tom Brady, the Bay Area's own, the GOAT, 7-time winning Super Bowl champ, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, Tom Brady is back, boy. The motherfucking Terminator is back, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you niggas better get ready, boy. You know what I'm talking about? So, hey, that's about it, man. I'm gone, man. Snax on Sports. I'll be back with another one. There's a lot of news going on. Draymond back tonight, so I'm gonna be talking about my Warriors, Lakers. I mean, damn. Phoenix Suns without Chris Paul bopped you niggas on the head last night, boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just sad. The Lakers are just sad. I know we just lost to y'all like, you know, a few games ago last week or whatever. We on a 3-game winning streak now. We just beat the Clippers. We just beat the Denver Nuggets. And we just beat the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. Without Draymond, without Otto Porter, without GP2, without Wiseman, and without Andre Iguodala. So we on a little motherfucking run, bitch. But we had already beat the Lakers twice this year anyway. So, and I mean, we was up in that game by 14 anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all, the Lakers just caught us at a bad time. You know what I mean? They just caught us in a bad time. We was in a little funk. You know what I'm saying? And they just caught us at a bad time. And, you know, that's what that was. So, we play one more time. We get that last one back. We already, like I said, we already beat you twice. You know what I'm saying? So y'all beat us that little one time. You feel me? But it seemed bigger than what it was because LeBron went for 56 and all that shit. Go for your little 56, boy. What you do last night? Against the Suns. They ain't even got Chris Paul. You nigga, you supposed to be the GOAT. You the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You got you, Russell Westbrook. I mean, that should be enough right there. I know AD is out, but he always out. That ain't that new. You know what I'm saying? You and Russell Westbrook should be enough to beat Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm gone, man. This ain't no motherfucking little bitch James post live. You know what I mean? This a motherfucking Tom Brady is a motherfucking GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron James, you can't never be on that type of motherfucking level, boy. Tom Brady back. Snax on Sportz. I'm gone.